things that I left unsaid.
Hello everyone, this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. As you saw, things have taken a turn for the worse. Unfortunately, Lady Rose has absolutely no clue what the hell has been going on in other parts of the Queendom, namely Glimmerbrook, where we have that portal that Rowan was supposed to step through and return, but she's gone ahead and fallen asleep just like she wasn't supposed to do. So we're gonna have to see what Rose gets up to, whether or not she finds out, and also if the other ladies catch on. Rose is experimenting as she usually does, and she actually needs to go ahead and make some Potion of Plentiful Needs, because I think last time I noticed that our stores were way too tiny. I mean, look at that. The vampire's going to go through that so quick. So she's going to have to go ahead, make some more potions. But it is 11:45 a.m. on Sunday. Now we know that Rowan in the previous episode left around 5 a.m., 5:30, something like that. I think it was around 5 a.m. when she left. So obviously it's only been half a day. I think Lady Rose is seriously overestimating how long a child can stay awake for when they're tired. Maybe she thinks the idea of being trapped for all eternity in the magic realm is going to hinder Rowan from falling asleep. But no, Rowan's passed out in the magic realm and she's trapped. And nobody knows she's in there apart from Rose, although Rose does know she's trapped, so I don't even know if she's going to do anything about it. I think what Rose has decided is that around 5 p.m. is kind of cutting it. So once they start reaching 5, 6 p.m., then she's going to start getting worried and she's going to start wondering where Rowan is and how the hell to get it back, because being out the whole day is very, very dangerous. Being out the whole day, I mean, it's noticeable. I'm sure by that point, someone will notice that, oh, we are lacking one child in the Coven. So there we go. I don't know what it says about Queen Athena that a child has managed to escape under her watch and been whisked away by magic. No, Stefan, we don't care anymore. You gave us what we wanted. But guys, we're going to take this time to go through the different Sims, the 4 that we have left, and see what they want to get up to. And if anyone asks anything about Rowan, then, well, we'll know that trouble is brewing indeed. So Nymphadora wants to get to know Lady Freya, which is good. They became partners in crime quite a few episodes back, so I'm sure that would interest her, keeping a good friendship with Lady Freya. Freya, on the other hand, is chatting with her younger sister. She wants to win a game of chess, which we can get arranged. And Athena wants to stargaze with Lady Freya. Well, we could send you stargazing, although it's gonna take a bit. She also wants to buy a B-box. Now, just super quick, if we were to arrange for a B-box, where would it be? I guess we could have a B-box right outside. We have some space. Or we could actually just put the B-box over here. Because, you know, milk and honey goes with profits because it means prosperity. So you know what? I'll pop that in for her and we'll get a B-box arranged so that way we can have a supply of honey whenever the ladies want. So I think that'll be quite nice. As for Rose, she wants to be friendly with Nymphadora. I'm going to take that as her wanting to find out a little bit more about Nymphadora's end of being affected by the love sickness. So she probably wants to research a little bit more of that. Maybe whatever news Rowan brings back when she does come is going to help Rose out with trying to figure out all these shenanigans. So she needs to go eat, though. Rowan's feeling pretty good. Freya's getting thirsty. Okay, well, Rowan, jeez. I've been doing that a lot. I keep mixing up Rose and Rowan. Rose and Rowan. I mean, it's my fault for giving them names that sound so similar. Maybe they don't, but I feel like they kind of do, okay, guys? It's so easy to mix them up. Do you guys do that too? I mean, I have to keep saying their names, so it's probably more noticeable when I do it. But, okay, she's stabbing a cake and eating mac and cheese. That totally makes sense. But she is an alchemist. They are magical creatures, after all. So, let's get Nymphadora to work on something. Oh, look, Freya's over here. Nice, nice, nice. Let's get to know Freya. Let's get to know Freya while we wait. So, where is it? Get to know. It's apparently a new skill day, which we don't really celebrate, but it's here, so we'll just keep it. And Rowan was out. Oh no, she wasn't out doing the Royal Studies. The Royal Studies is tomorrow. But she's not a teenager, so she doesn't have to take part in it. Also, guys, Soul aged up at the end of the previous episode, which is quite exciting. So that was super fun, I will say. Where is she? Let's pull her up on the panel just so we can have a look at her, and then I might invite her over at some point, but Soul's down here. Come on, Soul. Look at her! Doesn't she look pretty? I think I was very inspired by the Magic Realm with the colors I assigned to her. She's got that whole vortex, sort of purple, pink, and bright blue going on. Oh, like purplish blue going on. So I really like how she turned out. I feel like her hair's gotten a bit brighter since she aged up, but that's fine with me. As for the Queen, she is in her second trimester. Okay, so Queenie's in her second trimester. Everyone is huddled together over here. Rose, I think you need to get going. Now, she is really tired, but really, you have deliveries to make and potions to create. So let's go ahead. Come here, grab this, make your delivery to Lady Freya, and then you need to make some more potions before you go to sleep. And I don't get how she can sleep. How can you sleep when a vampire child is out in the world somewhere on her own. How can you flip and sleep? I don't know. I think you're giving Rowan a little bit too much credit at this point. She's a young girl. Come on. She's just recently moved into the castle, so you can imagine she's only freshly become a child. But okay, let's see her traits just again, like revisit them. So she's neat, active, outgoing. Right. Neat, active, outgoing. Okay, well, I feel a lot of her finer qualities have been suppressed by the way the vampires treat her. Maybe some contempt on her end. Let's go ahead and give the potion. Yep. But it kind of makes sense why she's so eager, I guess, almost desperate to a point, to help Persephone solve her problem, because Persephone was one of the only people who treated her and her mother with any sliver of respect. So obviously, it's the same thing. Rowan is Persephone's daughter. Are you comfortable putting that vampire's daughter at risk? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Oh, I guess Freya can just keep this potion for a future point, but she might have just had like a plasma pack, which is cool. Okay. You, my darling. Actually, let's go use this bathroom super quick and then go make potion. But yeah, I don't know if it's because she doesn't work long enough to discover that potion. The whole reason she sent Rowan out was so that Rowan can figure out what the hell is in that potion, the ingredients that make up that potion. Because Rose has been unsuccessful in trying to experimentally create that potion herself. Now, if she does manage to, then, hey, that helps. But then the whole trip with Rowan was void. So, we're just going to have to see what happens. But I don't feel like she sticks around long enough with her experimentation to go ahead and create a potion of transcendent trauma. I mean, she doesn't know what potion that is. We do. Melina knew. Actually, I don't know if Melina knew. Otherwise, she wouldn't have given it to Persephone. I think she mixed it up with the potion of alluring aura. Probably, because they're both very similar. Yeah. But if she can find Rowan, if Rowan can come back, then Rose will know that it's the potion of transcendent trauma and these are the ingredients in it, because Rowan did all of that before she passed out. So that'll be quite helpful to her. And Nymphadora, didn't you go chat with Freya? Apparently not. Okay, let's get to know. Was that it? Yes, get to know. So come on, let's chat with her. It's good that they're becoming really good friends as well. Nymphadora is the youngest vampire in their generation, so it kind of makes sense that she's so friendly and charismatic, and everyone kind of loves her and spoils her, basically. I can kind of see that, and I like it a lot. Look at that! She's good friends with Lady Rose. Good flippin' friends. And she's almost good friends with Rowan as well. So wow, that's pretty cool. It'll be good. Oh yeah, I did want to invite over Soul. But another problem that we have if we invite Soul is that the one time the vampires might actually notice the child or a child is missing from the Coven is if they invite another one. And Soul is looking for a playmate. And they don't have a playmate because the playmate is not at the castle. So, yeah. I don't think we're going to encourage an... Oh? Uh-oh. Oh, great. Great, great, great. Now Rose is cursed. Oh my goodness. You know what, guys? I think this is a sign. I think this is a sign. It's 5:45 p.m. Like I said, it's after 5 p.m. It's been about 12 hours since Rowan left the castle, which is a long flippin' time. And Rose has just failed her first ever potion, and she's gone cursed for the very first time, and she's passed out. So I think that this is a sign, and Rose will probably understand, or she'll get this bad feeling at the pit of her stomach, like something's gone wrong. It's taken her so long to notice, but something has gone wrong, which is why this has kind of backfired on her. I'm sure she would have put some enchantments on Rowan. Actually, no, I don't think she would have thought of something like that. You know what I think, though? Who was it? Was it Francisco the sage that gave Rowan a letter or a note to take to the shop vendor, to the potion shop? I think when he gave her that note, or when he wrote that note, he actually put an enchantment on it so that if something happened to Rowan, because she looked really tired, and he noticed that, and he also knows the same rules apply to vampiric children when they come. So I think he would have put an enchantment on the note so that if Rowan fell asleep and nobody came looking for her after a certain amount of hours, then like some sort of curse or trigger, some sort of trigger or warning would go out, like an alarm of sorts, would go out to a spellcaster who is closest to her. And Rose is the closest spellcaster to Rowan. So I think this was the alarm that went off right over here. This was the enchantment that went off. She got cursed, which was a signal for her that Rowan is stuck. Something's gone wrong in the magic realm. And oh my god, look at how precious Rose. Okay, let's discard this. You can't go to sleep. Drink one of the potions. You need to make this. Let's drink. And I think at this point, Rose is really freaking out. I think Rose is really freaking out. But she's not even going to sleep. She's going to go drink a potion. It's wasting a potion at this stage because she only needs sleep, but she's going to drink it. And then she needs to make this other potion. She needs to make this other potion, and she needs to figure out what to do. I think Rose is going through the plan in her mind, and she's freaking out because she can't leave the castle for an extended period of time. And it won't take too long before the vampires start noticing that they haven't seen Rowan the whole flippin' day. And if Persephone decides to drop by, Persephone's definitely going to want to see Rowan. And I don't know how Persephone would feel about Rose putting her own daughter at risk to solve her problem. And the thing is, I'm pretty sure Persephone has the keys to the castle, so she can show up at any time she wants. Not only that, but sometimes she decides to visit us and shows up at the front door here. Now, looks as though pretty much all the vampiresses are gathering in the library. They like doing that a lot. Or they're dancing in the ballroom like the queen's doing. Nobody's really bothering with Rose, and they're busy doing their own things right now. But if Persephone rocks up, or if Sol decides to visit, like if the queen decides to invite Sol over because they got a missive that Sol has aged up into a child, then that's going to be flippin' problematic. And obviously, if Ursula shows up, then, well, Ursula is the champion. She's going to do a patrol, a scout. Those are the type of things. Security, essentially. And it actually makes sense why out of all the times, this was the time when Rose managed to send Rowan out on her own because they don't have a champion at the castle. She's with the Broodmother. And the champion is the one who's in charge of security. So when we do have a champion, then she's going to always keep note of where all the members of the Coven are. So let's bottle all of these. And we actually need to make... Oh no, we have more stores up here, which I completely overlooked. So that makes me feel better. Let's go ahead and... Oh, let's line up these potions. Nope. None over there. We'll pop one here, though. And then let's see. Pop one up there. And then start lining these ones. Good. And we have a potion of questionable contents. Well, we'll put one of these potions up here. Was this? Yep, this is also questionable contents. We'll line these up together. Nice. And I think Rose has come to a decision. She can't go out and make the trip on her own. She can't check on her own because the vampires will notice and then she'll get in trouble. But she does know that she has a half-brother in the Salazar army, and the army is in Oasis Springs. So if she made just a quick trip over there, I don't think the vampires would miss her too much, but she'd have to go quickly and come back. She wouldn't be able to go out and stay out too long or take part in a search herself. But she's never met this brother ever in her life. He has never met her, but she knows of him. She knows that he is her older half-brother, the firstborn of Lady Melina. And he is currently an alchemist in the army. So she is actually going to go ahead. Oh, Freya is good. Freya's fine. Freya's fine. Because she has the potion. And she's going to take a trip. So let's go ahead. She's going to take a trip on her own to the army. Because she needs to chat with her brother. And hopefully he is there. She needs to chat with Dwight. And she needs to let Dwight know. And here's the thing. With Rowan being stuck in the magic realm, she can't get out on her own anymore. She needs another spellcaster to come in and take her out with them. So it doesn't specifically have to be Rose, but Rose is the only one who knows she's there. If there's other spellcasters going in and out of the realm, why would they decide to take a strange vampire child out? I don't think they would care much. Which is why it's important for a spellcaster you know to come and get you out, and why it's dangerous for vampiric children to be going around and visiting the magic realm on their own. So this is Dwight over here, Alcandrica. So Rose has showed up the very first time. The commander is right here as well. Now, I don't think Rose is going to chat with them much. She's going to leave them to their own devices. Hopefully they don't cook and die in the sun. Look at that. They're all getting repulsed by the fact that she's cursed. Oh my goodness, Rose, this is tough, but you're going to have to try and get through it. Now, she's going to introduce herself to Dwight. I'm sure Dwight also has heard that he has a younger sister that their mother had after him, and that she's gone ahead and become the royal alchemist and the court wizard. Obviously, he's never going to have expected a visit from her, but she's showing up right now, and she is going to discuss logic puzzles, because this whole thing is a big freaking puzzle. Yes. Yes. So she's going to go ahead, chat with him, and let him know. Oh my goodness. Can these vampires go inside? They're not going in, and it's stressing me out. Let's knock on the door in case they haven't been going in, because we're out here. Come on, let's go. Knock on the door. Knock on the door. And hopefully they go inside. Oh my goodness. I hope their relationship doesn't struggle too much. Okay. Come on. Come inside. Come inside. Hopefully these guys don't die. Okay, we have her brother coming on in. But she's gonna go... What's this? Don't stretch. She's gonna go chat about interests. Yes. She's gonna say, okay, brother, I need your help. I know we have never really met before, but I'm trying to create a relationship with you now because, well, yes, I need your help, but the point is, we're siblings. I know the Amazon way of life doesn't support this whole sibling thing, but we are. And at the end of the day, if something goes down, then you are bound to me by blood, and if anyone should help me, then it's you. And he's kind of not really wanting to listen to her because he's in the army, and he has to do his good by them, and he can't put personal interests above the interests of the army. And she's going to run up to him and say, wait a second. This is in the interest of the vampires. Not my interest, the interest of the vampires. I promise. So she's going to go up, track him down, all the while trying to convince him. Okay, the vampires are coming in. All the while trying to convince him that this is in the interest of a particular vampire, a young child by the name of Rowan, who has been living at the castle with them, but to fulfill a quest that Rose sent her on, she is in trouble. So let's go ahead, and all the vampires are here. All the vampires are here. Do you maybe want to talk in private, brother? Talk in private. We're going to add him to a group, and these two are going to come sit over here together and chat there together. Because I don't think Rose is going to want the others to know what's going on. This is serious. I don't think she only trusts her brother with this news. So, oh my goodness, can you not come right next to us? Can you not? Okay, let's discuss interests. And yes, obviously, everyone has to be together, don't they? Okay, we'll just pretend that the others aren't in the flippin' conversation. But while he's talking to them, she's whispering in his ear and saying, it's Rowan. Rowan, I'm sure you've heard of her. She is the oldest child that we have in the Coven currently. The only one living at the castle. She has gone missing. And Dwight's probably going to freak out and say, what do you mean missing? Do I need to assemble the army? Do I need to let the boys know? And she's going to say, no. You don't need to let them know. I sent her on a private quest to the magic realm, and then Dwight's probably going to be like, what the hell? You sent her to the magic realm? You know the rules about vampire children and the magic realm? She could get trapped in there if she falls asleep. I hope you didn't send her there when she was tired. And then Rose is going to say, yeah, well, that's the issue. She fell asleep. And I think one of the sages put an enchantment, or gave her an enchantment, which went off as an alarm when I didn't go ahead and look for her after a certain period of time. So she's currently stuck in the magic realm. I can't go and retrieve her. You know that only an alchemist or a spellcaster can go into the magic realm and retrieve a vampiric child. And I flippin' can't go and retrieve her because the vampires of the castle are going to notice my presence is gone and they're going to figure out this whole scheme. Now, Rose doesn't have a whole lot of hope that it's going to stay a secret, but she is trying her best. At this stage, the only important thing is to get Rowan back and then worry about whether or not she's going to get in trouble from the other ladies. Now, Dwight knows this is very dangerous, but this is the first time that his half-sister has ever asked for his help, and she is his younger sister as well. This is the first time, so I think he is going to comply, and he is going to say, okay, Rose, okay, I don't feel good about any of this, but I'll help you. He feels confident, he's self-assured. He's going to say, I'll help you. I can go in and out of the army to the magic realm at any time because my relationship with these guys are pretty good. Not only that, but because I am the army alchemist, they know that I have to keep going back to the magic realm to get ingredients. And interestingly enough, I do need ingredients. He's got, what is this? What is this? I don't know. But interestingly enough, he has a bunch of potions he needs to make, and he doesn't have any ingredients, and obviously they don't have a priestess or anything here that gardens for them, so he actually has to go to the magic realm more frequently to go ahead and grab ingredients. So I don't think the boys are going to question the fact that he is out or making a trip there. He doesn't have to lie to them either, which isn't going to strain his relationship. So he's telling Rose that she can leave. Rest assured, he's going to go ahead and get Rowan out, and he's going to bring Rowan back to the castle. So, I think all they need to discuss now is the finer details of how he's going to bring Rowan back to the castle without rousing the suspicion of the other vampires. And, yeah, I think Rose is going to be telling him, well, bring her back as quietly as possible. If you can, please bring her back to the alchemist chamber, or to the alchemy chamber. Make sure the vampires don't see you, otherwise you're going to be in trouble, because they have no excuse for coming into the castle. Any of these boys, actually. Not even the commander has been to the castle. So if they see Dwight there, that's going to rouse some suspicion. So hopefully things go to plan, and they manage to bring Rowan back before anyone notices, although it is 10 p.m., which is very late and dangerous. But now Rose has to go back, because she's been here for a couple of hours already. If she stays here any longer, then she's gonna, the others are gonna notice. But I mean, she's already, the boys in the army, they've kind of seen her talking to Dwight, and they don't know what it's about, but they're just assuming, oh, they're alchemists. They're probably talking to each other about alchemy, and maybe she came with potions or something like that. You know, they're doing Coven business, essentially. There's nothing out of the ordinary for an alchemist to be talking to another alchemist. They probably don't know there's some private scheme going on. We just have to hope that the soldiers in the army didn't get too suspicious about this whole thing. I'm sure they wouldn't, so Rose is not too concerned about that. The curse is kind of going in and out right now. She has no way to fix it currently. I don't know if she will, but we have these other ladies. Okay, Freya wanted to play chess with someone, so why don't you play with Athena? So the two sisters will go play together. Athena's gonna, where did Athena go? There we go. She's gonna go join her sister in the night garden, and they're gonna play chess together. build their relationship, get closer. Look at that. They are quite close as well, which is really good. And it's actually quite a good thing for the Coven for these two ladies to spend a lot more time together, because they are, I think, the only Grandmasters we have in the Coven. So the more time they spend in each other's company, the more they get to refine their skills, because they're not getting this sort of stimulation from anyone else, interaction from anyone else, because they're the only ones at each other's level. And when Athena was young, Freya was the one who actually taught her and mentored her in a lot of her skills. Now she is just as powerful as Freya. But it's good to go ahead and learn from each other. I'm sure even Freya is learning a lot from her younger sister, Queen Athena. And Athena might not seem like it. I feel like we keep forgetting, but she was a big deal because Athena was a prodigy. She was a vampire prodigy. She is probably, or was possibly, the most powerful vampire child and teen that the Coven ever had and has ever had. I don't know whether her daughters are going to outdo her, but she was born with one purpose, and she was training from the get-go, refining her skills. She knew what she wanted, and she knew what was expected of her, and there was no conflict in her mind about her goal. So she grew up very powerful very quickly, and she managed to win against her mother, Queen Narcissa, in her very first challenge as soon as she turned into an immortal. So she was actually ready as a teen, I think. She was ready almost as a teen, and the day she turned into an immortal, she beat the champion in a duel, and that's how powerful her skills were. So she was a prodigy pretty much. And then she went ahead and challenged her mother. So she might not display these skills all the time, but they are there. And I mean, I can't say she hasn't displayed them, because the first thing she did as queen with all that power was go ahead and take over Oasis Springs, a whole brand new territory for the Coven. So we had that, which was pretty good in my opinion. But okay, Lady Rose. Oh yeah, you wanted a B box, didn't you? So let's go ahead and actually arrange for that. The queen's gonna get a B box placed in here, which is going to be under the authority of Rose. So activities, outdoor, where's the B box? Here it is. So which one do I want? We could have a golden one, like a yellow one. That makes sense because, you know, gold. I don't know. I don't think we want black. I guess even green. We'll do a green one. Green one seems cute. So I put a green B box right over here. There we go. That's quite nice. And so in this corner, we'll have that. So whenever Rose wants, she, I guess, can come around and grab some honey. So that's pretty good. And with that said and done, guys, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.